Good morning. So, here we are again. I'm going to wait a moment or two to see who's going to join me this morning. Hi, Kathy. Not for the first time, I'm coming to you at the moment from a different place from where I intended to be. When I got up this morning, I woke up nice and early. I got out of bed, I did all the stuff, got myself moving, and I had plenty of time to do my morning practice before having breakfast, which I have to do early on a Tuesday because I teach a class at 10:15, and before sitting down with you. But it didn't kind of go according to plan this morning, because once I came downstairs, I got distracted, and I started so before I was all ready to get started on my yoga mat, do my morning practice, which, as I've said over and over again, I know is the best way for me to start the day. And then I thought I'll just check my phone. And I checked my emails, nothing important, nothing urgent, and I checked there were no personal messages, and that should have been that, but it wasn't, because I thought, just have a quick look at Facebook. And over half an hour later, I finally realised that I was still sitting scrolling through Facebook. And because I have a deadline of sitting down with you at 9:30, because today I have a class at 10:15, because that meant I had to have breakfast early. Hi, Helen. Basically, what I'd done was sabotaged my own practice time. I spent half an hour of the time that I wanted to be on my yoga mat, that I intended to be on my yoga mat, scrolling through Facebook. And everything I read, I wasn't watching cat videos. Everything I read or responded to was relevant, was important actually at the moment, potentially. But that's not the point. The point is that I had gone off in a direction I hadn't wanted to. I hadn't intended to. And as a result, I didn't have the time that I wanted for myself, the space that I wanted for myself to start my day. And so I had a choice. And so I did, I chose what I was going to do. I did a bit of chanting, a very quick round of sun salutation, and I sat and meditated for about 15 minutes. But I still had this icky feeling, this feeling that I'd kind of let myself down, that I'd failed, that I'd not lived up to my own expectations, not lived up to the expectations other people have of me, whatever I think those are. And it's been interesting because somewhere along that line, somewhere in that process, I suddenly realised that, yet again, I have a choice. I had a choice and I have a choice. And my choice was to say, effectively, okay, I've ruined today. I've messed up. I haven't started in the way I wanted to, and therefore nothing's going to go the way that I planned. And I've let myself down. Or I can say, okay, I'm going to start again now. I'm going to breathe into that feeling, which I am feeling, and I'm still feeling it. I'm feeling it here. But I'm choosing to breathe into it. Because the thing is that even though I did do some practice, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to counter that feeling. So the feeling is still there. So the choice is still there. Am I going to stick with this? Am I going to spend today in a vaguely bad mood because I let myself down at the beginning of the day by not doing things the way that I should have done them? Or am I going to say, it's gone, it happened, it's what I did. You know, all I did was look at Facebook. It's not the end of the world. And am I going to choose to make today about the future or about the past? So that's where I am today. Breathing into that feeling of, I wish I'd done it differently. And being kind to myself. Being as kind to myself as I would be to someone else who told me that they hadn't quite managed to do something the way they wanted to today. I'm taking my second chance to meditate with you this time. And being here and starting again and choosing, in this particular case, to treat myself with love, not fear. To view my day with love for what it may bring, not fear of what I failed to do. So I invite you, as always, to join me in connecting to the ground through your feet, through your sitting bones, doing whatever you find helpful to find that sense of connection, that awareness of the ground, the earth herself supporting you, supporting us. Maybe starting to feel that sense of the feet and the legs being alive and awake, connecting to the sitting bones, to the hips, allowing the spine to release, to open, to expand. Letting the breath flow in and out. And if there's anywhere in your body that is holding tension or fear or a choice that you wish you'd made differently before, let that breath flow into that area. Allow that breath to take whatever form is most helpful to you. Maybe that's a golden light. Maybe it's warmth. Maybe it's a gentle breeze. Maybe it's something entirely different, a colour, a smell. But allow it to reach, first of all, that area that feels tight or held or tense or uncomfortable in any way. Softening it, bathing it, embracing it. And stay with that as long as feels right for you. Maybe the whole time we're sitting together, maybe just for a few moments. And if and when you feel a sense of that area releasing and softening and relaxing, easing, maybe you can let that sensation of warmth or love or light expand through the whole of your body. So that every part of you feels filled with that acceptance, that love, that warmth, that light. And it just keeps flowing in. It is infinite. It comes from an infinite source. There is no end to the amount of love and light and warmth that is available to you, to me, to all of us. All we have to do is ask. And maybe that's even why we have to give ourselves these opportunities to ask. And whatever it is, or maybe something as small as mine was today, something as big as you can imagine, or most likely something in between. If anything's come to your mind that needs healing, that needs forgiving, that needs love, then embrace it with the warmth and the light and love that you're bringing into your body. And if there's nothing specific, then just treat this as an opportunity to truly sit in love with yourself. And as you allow that warmth, that light, that love, that energy to fill you up from that infinite source, knowing that it is so completely infinite that at the same time it can fill up everybody and anybody who asks for it. There comes a point when maybe it even feels that you have filled yourself beyond the point of being able to hold any more. And at that point, allow it, simply allow it to continue, to start spreading out, around, beyond, creating a beautiful bubble, protective bubble of light, of love, of energy around you. A bubble that allows you to bring in all that you need and to give out all that you wish to share, and that helps you to protect yourself from everything that is not helpful. And maybe the time comes when that bubble is so full that it needs no more, at which point it can expand and expand and expand out to fill the whole of the room you're in, the whole of the building you're in, the whole of the area you live in. And as it expands and grows at an exponential rate until it's expanding and filling the whole country, the whole continent, the whole planet. And imagine all the people in the world that one way or another are doing a similar thing at the moment, are sending love and light and energy and strength out to the world. And just for a few moments, imagine, if it's helpful for you, the planet herself, with all of these energetic waves. The amount of love that has been generated over the last few weeks is enormous. Be part of it. Om Shanti Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. That was unexpected for me. Thank you for being here with me for it. And if you haven't already, please come and join my Making Space group. As time goes on, we're going to be doing more things, more practices together, and I'd love to share it with you. Have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.